Sanji once had a lollipop instead of a...
What? Oh, hello there. I'm gonna be looking at the moments that got censored for 4Kids Dub series One Piece edition. This probably be the only 4Kids Dub we'll be doing for anime, because One Piece is the only anime show I really know about. Maybe one day I'll convince myself to watch Dragon Ball or something. Anyways, let's watch the different kinds of 4Kids Dub and I'll explain different ones. That was just
cigarette?
awful.
Yeah, seriously. And Smoker, he didn't have cigars anymore. Just smoke randomly coming out of his mouth. And
Why would they do that? Why?
don't forget that Arlong seriously just points at Belmare instead of
Oh, okay. That sort of makes sense.
shooting her. Oh, and remember when Don Krieg shot Luffy with a bunch of spikes?
Yeah.
Not in 4Kids. They turned those into suction.
That looks like plungers as I'm using a toilet. That is hilarious. Oh, no, we can't have any stabbing. We'll just make it as a freaking plunger.
Cups. Yeah, we already went over all of these insane changes the 4Kids dub made to One Piece. But the craziest part is that that was far from all the bizarre changes they made.
Yep.
Like, we all remember how badass the red-haired pirates were when they pulled up to save Luffy from those mountain bandits,
Yeah.
right? Then, out of nowhere, a bandit pulls a gun on Shanks' head, and it's super intense. Well, in the 4Kids version, the bandit's holding a cork gun instead.
Why? One Piece is not even for kids anyway. Why would you want to censor it to where it's just pure redonkulous? I'll probably watch the other video too that he mentioned after this.
Of a real gun. Yep, a cork gun. And instead of Lucky Roo shooting the bandit in the head to protect his captain like in the original,
What did he do?
he fires a freaking cap gun next to the bandit's ear, and the guy just falls over. No,
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Shot, but because he was so scared of the sound that he just fell over. Yeah, seriously. And it actually gets even worse. Like right after that, Beckman hits the other bandits with his rifle like a total boss.
Yeah, that's
Although
cool.
I don't even know why Beckman still has his rifle, as literally all other guns in the 4Kids version are changed to cap, cork, or literal water guns.
Why?
Anyway, Beckman hits the bandits with his rifle, but in the very next shot, his rifle is gone.
Really?
From classic hits to the latest anime, watch them all for free
See,
in
just
one app.
pure redonkulous ridiculousness. Why would they do
Beckman
this?
hits the bandits with his rifle, but in the very next shot, his
He's
rifle
not even
is gone,
holding one.
and so is his arm. Yep, they just deleted his arm because they didn't want kids to see Beckman aiming his rifle on Higuma. Okay, that was bad, all right.
Yeah.
The most unforgivable thing 4Kids ever did. They made Zoro a navigator. Yeah, I'm actually dead serious. In the original version...
What? Okay, that's like saying, okay, is the sky pink? That actually did happen at a time in a certain place, but anyway.
Nami gets sick on the way to Alabasta, we see Vivi holding the log pose. But in the 4Kids version, they just straight up erased Vivi's arm with the log pose.
Why?
And when Nami says she needs to go and rest, Vivi literally says this exact sentence. Sure, not a problem. Zolo has the compass, he'll keep us on course. Like what?
Why?
This thing I've heard in my life.
He's not supposed to be a navigator. He's supposed to be a swordsman, not a navigator. That's Nami's job.
We all know Zoro has the absolute worst sense of direction in the entire One Piece world.
Yes.
Like he's literally gotten so lost, he ended up fighting Vegeta from Dragon Ball. Oh, and did you catch that? Vivi said Zolo has the compass. Yeah, Zolo, not Zoro, because 4Kids also decided to change his name to Roronoa Zolo. Another wild name change was Ace became Trace.
Why?
Trace. And since he's now Trace, they also went ahead and removed his iconic
That's literally the most important thing about him almost. Why would they do that?
tattoo. And his badass nickname, Fire Fist Ace?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's now Trace Heat Fist. And you know that's super...
That makes no sense. Trace... Fire Fist... What? I have no idea what to say here. It's just... Donkulous, man.
important mystery in One Piece, the Will of D?
Yeah?
Well, 4Kids renamed it to the Goldie Spirit. Yeah, I seriously can't tell you why. And oh, the Going Merry is no more. Now it's the SS Go Merry.
That didn't change too much. It's not too bad.
Now, remember when Luffy got captured by the Buggy Pirates and Buggy launched his hand with a knife straight at him?
Yeah?
It was so epic when Luffy catches the knife with his teeth, breaks it like it's nothing, and just shows how cool and strong he really is.
Right.
So, how did 4Kids ruin this scene?
Yeah, how
Well,
did they?
Buggy launches his hand at Luffy just like the original, But instead of Luffy destroying the knife, they literally just reverse the scene so Buggy's hand returns to him. And then we see Luffy just laughing.
That didn't even look like he spit it back out. He just went. Yeah, they literally just reversed that effect. Like, why?
Yeah, that's it. No knife, no badass moment. Buggy basically just pokes him. Yeah, their changes are just straight up weird.
Yeah.
Especially all their gun changes I talked about.
Yeah.
Like, I get 4Kids didn't want kids seeing real guns, but what even is this? Like, when Chopper freaks out when he sees Hiruluk's actual gun in the original version, in the 4Kids version, I guess he's now terrified.
What is that? What in the world is that? That's not even right, isn't it?
Of toy guns. Oh, and remember that iconic moment where Hiruluk strips naked to show Chopper that he can trust him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene didn't even happen. Nope, they just completely removed it. And yeah, there's a
Yeah, I can understand that part. That part I'm not upset about. I can understand that.
lot of scenes that just don't happen anymore in the 4Kids version.
Like what?
Don't even get me started on all the scenes 4Kids removed with Nami and Robin.
Huh.
Anytime Nami shows even a little too much skin, boom, that scene's just gone.
Wow.
Or they just straight up flatten her and Robin out. Because apparently, chests don't exist in the 4Kids universe.
Wow.
And I know what you're thinking. What about the most iconic scene in the entire series, Nami's Happiness Punch?
Yeah, I
As
know.
we all know, Nami's Happiness Punch is the strongest attack in all of One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, they of course also completely removed that scene.
I can understand
And
that,
we
though.
all know how much epic action there is in One Piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, One Piece is all about the world building and the characters, but the action, yeah, it's the bread and butter.
Yeah.
But of course, 4Kids came in, and the action is now gone. Whenever Luffy punches someone in the face, that scene is straight up cut. Like, you'll just see some guy randomly flying across the screen without even getting hit.
Isn't fighting the main thing for One Piece? What in the world is 4Kids Dub doing? Like, why?
And Luffy's epic fight with Arlong? Yeah, just look at how much footage they removed.
That's literally one of my favorite arcs. Arlong Park is literally my favorite arc for older ones. I love that arc. Why did they do that?
Talking about Luffy versus Arlong, when they stand face to face ready to throw hands, Luffy hits Arlong with the insane line, "You stink and we smell normal." Yeah, he seriously said that.
Why? Like, you stink, we smell normal? What? Like, come on. I start stinking super bad after a few days. Why you?
Peak writing right there. I know I also talked about how there's no blood at all in 4Kids.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally get slashed by Mihawk, but there just won't be any blood. However, that actually becomes a problem for 4Kids.
Really?
Because we all remember the intense Luffy versus Crocodile fight in the Alabasta ruins.
That had
right?
me on my feet.
Where Luffy uses his own blood to land hits on Crocodile since he's made of sand, and you can't punch sand unless it's wet. So what did 4Kids do to fix this mess?
What?
They said Luffy was just sweaty. Yep, not bleeding, just real.
Really, 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 really sweaty. Like, why? 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 This is really just ridiculous. I mean, I said this through the whole thing, but why? He's not bloody. He's just super sweaty.
Sweaty. So Luffy hit Crocodile with sweat punches. Now, you probably hate 4Kids, and yeah, for good reason.
Yeah.
But don't worry, they didn't change every scene. Because, well, they forgot. Like during Luffy's fight with Crocodile in the ruins of Alabasta, there's a moment where he kicks him right in the head. And for one frame, they just completely forgot to remove the blood. Like, can these guys do anything right?
It was just a part of
Awesome, they
welcoming
forgot
me
one.
until I realized.
Pure accident. Nice.
Got to remove the blood. Like, can these guys do anything right?
Right.
Another scene that 4Kids completely changed is that iconic moment in Arlong Park with Nami and Usopp.
That actually
Nami
scared
stabbed
me.
her hand and pretended to kill Usopp just so he could escape the Arlong pirates.
Yes.
This moment truly showed how much Nami cared about her friends. But in the 4Kids version, Nami doesn't stab her hand at all. Instead, they gave her a rubber knife, yep, a rubber knife, to fake stab Usopp, and there's zero blood. But where did she...
Where in the heck did she get a rubber knife? That knife doesn't even suit her either. I guess she's a girl. not supposed to be pink like that, but pink don't suit Nami.
Get a rubber knife from?
Right.
Well, apparently Usopp had it in his backpack instead of a smoke bomb like in the original version. Talking about Usopp, we've got Kaya Usopp too. What do I mean? Well, during the scene where Kaya stands up to Kuro, she literally points Usopp's exact slingshot at him instead of, a regular gun. Like, why does Kaya have a slingshot?
Yeah,
And
why?
remember when Usopp gets buried in the snow at Drum Island? In the anime, you still see his long nose sticking out because he's literally got the longest nose in the series.
Yes.
But in the 4Kids version, they removed the nose completely.
Excuse me? How are you supposed to see him? What is his nose like this or something now? Curved up? Pause.
And all you see are his goggles. Like, why did they even do this? Anyway, staying on Drum Island, let's talk about Dr. Hiraluk, Chopper's mentor and father figure.
Mm-hmm.
We see running with bombs and blowing up a couple of Wapol's men.
Yeah.
But in the 4Kids version, he's just holding his suitcase. But anyway, you all
Okay.
remember how emotional Hiraluk's death was, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man literally exploded in front of Walpole's men.
I
All
know!
the way to the end
I
because he
cried
was
on
already
that
done.
part. Like,
And he
poor
didn't want
Chopper.
Chopper to feel the guilt of giving him that toxic mushroom. It's one of the most powerful moments in Chopper's entire story.
I
So
know.
4Kids had to keep this moment in, right?
No.
Instead of Hiraluk sitting in front of Drum Castle, 4Kids just cuts to a shot of the mountain, with Hiraluk's voice saying, "Chopper, follow your heart," and then his hat just falls to the ground in front of Chopper. That's it. No explosion. Like,
Why? Why would they do this? That's literally the most epic and saddest part for Chopper. Important.
how are you supposed to know he just sacrificed himself? Now let's head back to the Barati arc.
All right.
This is where all 4Kids hell just broke loose. Yeah, we've already talked about the iconic suction cups replacing spikes,
Yeah.
but another straight up weird change is this one. Like, there's this moment where the Barati chefs point forks and knives at Sanji, and they're super close,
Yes.
surrounding him.
Mm-hmm.
But in the 4Kids version, they're suddenly way further away from him. Why am I
Oh.
talking about this small change?
Yeah.
Well, because why did they even do this? I guess they thought Sanji wouldn't look as much in danger, but he's still surrounded by forks and knives.
Yes, he is.
Another baffling decision from 4Kids is when Sanji kicks that Baroque Works guy's butt and then uses him to trick Crocodile into thinking he's been caught.
Right.
Smart move, right?
Yes.
In the 4Kids version, they edited the whole scene and replaced the Baroque Works guy with Chopper's face and body. Like, what? And to make it worse, they forgot to change the guy's hand. Then there's that arm shop
Chopper does not have that type of hand. What the heck is 4Kids up doing?
guy in Logtown. The one who gives Zoro both Yubashiri and Sendai Kitetsu.
Yeah.
We actually meet this guy's wife. Innocent enough, right?
Mhm.
Just a man and his wife.
Yes.
But in the 4Kids version, that's not his wife anymore. Nope, it's his mom. I don't know.
What? What did she get married at? 10 years old? What in the world is going on? That don't even look like his mother. His mother would probably have gray hair and be wrinkles everywhere.
know why they did this, but they did.
Why?
Now, Zoro's usually a pretty serious guy, but in the 4Kids version, he's absolutely not.
Really?
Like, there's this scene on Drum Island where Usopp is freaking out about those giant killer rabbits.
Yeah.
And Zoro, he starts making chicken noises at him. Yup, I'm serious. He's making chicken noises. And during his fight with Mr.
He's not a freaking chicken!
One, Daz Bones says, "You're all bark and no bite." And what does Zoro do? He straight up barks at him. Yeah, I wish I was joking. We also...
Who barks? What? Is there a woman in the background saying, "Can you give me a bark?"
see that all wanted posters have been censored. They removed the words dead or alive, and now it's just a blank space. And even the word Marines got replaced with Navy. And talking about name changes, they wiped out all text from everything. Shirts, signs, boxes, gone. They even removed the word milk from milk cartons. Yeah, my head's spinning from how...
Yeah, mine too. Like, why in the world? What was the point? Everybody knows what it is anyway. What was the point getting rid of the words on stuff?
ridiculous all these changes were.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your favorite 4Kids change? Mine's probably the suction cup.
Mine.
Just can't get over how weird it is.
I know.
So let me know your 4Kids moment.
My favorite 4Kids moment was probably either Zoro making random noises like that, Sanchi having a lollipop instead of a cigarette, all the words being erased, or what he said. The suction cups, or what I call them plungers, stuck to his arm as test spears. Mostly how all the guns have been changed to, like, those boop guns that he talked about, or just horns. I have no idea. Anyways, I'm probably gonna do that one down there next because I probably missed some. Okay, see you in the next video. Like and subscribe.